So this is Monty. He is a ball python or a royal python. Very, very common pet species that we see coming through onto the clinic. He's probably getting close to more adult size now. He'll probably grow a little bit larger than this, but not much. And you know, if you're keeping a pet snake, having one of a sensible size really that's easily handleable is important. And the royal pythons are great. You can see he's quite happily here. He's gripping onto me, and we'd expect him to do that. That's a good sign. He's got muscle strength here, which he should have. And snakes are, again, very, very common pets. They feed on whole prey, and in the UK we feed them on frozen and defrosted small mammals, really. So Monty here, he will be on small mice. We defrost those, and he gets fed basically once a week on those, which is sufficient to keep him, you know, well satiated and in good body condition, which we can see he's quite nice and rounded here over his back there. Temperature is very important for these as well. They need to be kept at the right sort of temperature. Although most snakes don't have a requirement for ultraviolet light, so although it benefits them, it's not so critical in the same way that it would be for a lot of the lizards. And because he's taking whole prey, we tend to have less issues with calcium problems with these guys because he's eating the bones of the prey item as well. The tongue flicking he's doing is normal. He's just sort of investigating the environment, and he can use that sort of taste and smell it, if you like, to see where he is and what's going on, just so he gets a feel for where he is and what he's doing. In terms of restraining a small snake like this, a pet snake that's well tractable, they will just run over your hands quite happily. Larger snakes, you might want a couple of people to hold them just simply because of weight, but obviously they can, if they do grip onto you, they can grip onto you quite tightly. But he's just holding on here just to make himself feel secure and happy with that handling. They do enjoy being bathed, so he gets a bath sort of 2 or 3 times a week to make sure he's nicely hydrated in his enclosure as well. The other interesting thing with the pythons, if you actually have a look at his face, you'll see he's got a series of little pink dots just above his upper lip there, and these are actually heat-sensitive pits, and he can use those to detect very, very subtle temperature changes. So when he's feeding, he knows exactly the temperature of the prey that he's taking before he feeds on that, and they use that as a heat-seeking mechanism for when they're hunting for prey naturally in the wild.